ऐसा लग रहा है नशा बेच रहे हो भाई.
You're getting what your body already produces.
ग्लूटाथियोन के मल्टीपल सेशन चलते हैं वहाँ पे.
This is makeup hacking, bro. Are all of these ingredients naturally also produced by the body? Almost like taking a spa or taking a massage once in a month.
And the whole objective of this drip is to help you recover the post-alcohol experience which you get.
Widely popular phenomena in the West.
I started with a bit of a tingling sensation. You can feel a bit more happier.
Every Uber boy ever.
I can see the dark circles under your eyes receding
I
away.
didn't have that circle in the first place. Fuck you guys.
Okay, welcome to part 2.
Welcome to part 2 of TrueDrip with Aftab.
TrueDrip with Aftab. Like we discussed in the last video, we will be trying to create an artificial hangover by going out drinking.
Artificial नहीं, intentful hangover. मतलब with intent we'll try to
Intended hangover is what we set out to do last night.
Yeah.
We were partly successful, not fully.
Yeah.
We realized that we have gotten old and we can't drink as much as we used to. But quick disclaimer, guys, we have done all of this in the presence of a medical professional.
And if you have seen WWE in your life, you remember the line, please do not try this at home. Unsupervised ना करें इसको.
Yeah,
किसी
please
और
don't
की
do
देख
this
रेख में बिल्कुल करें.
And second disclaimer, we don't recommend drinking. We'll get right into it. We have Aftab also here.
Hi everyone.
Aftab administered these drips to us right now. Like we said, please only do it with expert and a professional who is licensed to essentially
A doctor
undertake
or a
this.
nurse has to be around to do this to you.
So Aftab, first of all, do you want to tell us what is it?
So the drip which you guys are taking, it's called True Recover.
Okay.
And the whole objective of this drip is to help you recover the post-alcohol experience which you get.
So this is tailored for alcohol.
Tailored for alcohol. And
Post-alcohol experience hangover, right? This is
yeah,
hangover.
so it is hangover, it is brain fog,
Nice.
it is you're feeling tired. There are multiple symptoms.
Nice doctor speak. But hangover, guys, basically, so we obviously orchestrated a self-sabotage at this age. And we were slightly hungover for sure. And now we are taking an anti-hangover trip, जिसका नाम है True Recover by TrueDrip. Right? That's where we are. We absolutely trust you. तो हमने तो ऐसे बिना पूछे करवा लिया अभी जो करवाना था. But generally trying to understand what are the ingredients inside this, right? If there was an ingredient label, what does it carry? And for each ingredient, just walk us through why is that ingredient present here?
So the main ingredients which is there in this drip, again it depends on the combination, which is more like a proprietary blend. But the major ingredients are electrolytes, B complex, B12, glutathione, and at the same time magnesium and something called as L-carnitine. So these are the 6 major ingredients.
So I have one question. Are all of these ingredients naturally also produced by the body?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're supplementing our body with
Yes.
ingredients which our body naturally also produces.
Yes. Our entire approach towards recovery or the TrueDrip experience is very personalized. When we ask you a bunch of questions, when we asked you for a questionnaire where we took some idea what is the state, so the drip also is personalized. Let's take for example, if you have a lot of vomiting, then the drip will have an additional ingredient also required so that you don't get even those nauseating conditions also.
Okay.
So it's not that only one drip is there for everyone. It is personalized to your body weight, to your situation, to your deficiencies.
So I have some more questions. If I understand correct, hangover is form of a dehydration. So all you need is like water, hydration, salts, electrolytes, something. What are the other ingredients in this formulation doing to us?
So first of all, that's not the right understanding of why do you get post-alcohol effects is only electrolytes. That is one aspect.
Why is he running away from using the word hangover? Is there like a scientific difference between a hangover and alcohol experience?
Fair. I'll use brevity here. I'll put hangover. ठीक है भाई. जान मत ले. So simple है यार. Electrolytes, when you're losing electrolytes in your body, that is one aspect. क्योंकि you dehydrate. So just replenishing that is you're technically doing 50% of the job to get back. But at the same time, what is happening is when you drink alcohol, the ethanol which is there, it gets broken down into certain components. Acetaldehyde is one such component. When it increases in your body, all those fatigue, lethargy, all of those symptoms are more or less there in your body. So you're not just trying to replenish your electrolytes, you're also making sure acetaldehyde goes out of your body. You also want to be a little more relaxed. You want to get all of those combinations as well. So what additional things which we add, again it depends on the formulation which is personalized to each individual, is magnesium is there. We put glutathione specifically for alcohol recovery also. The reason why we do it, it's a master antioxidant. It removes the acetaldehyde little in a faster way.
Is any of this going to cause any side effects?
No, you're getting what your body already produces.
Right.
Simple.
So we're just tuning the levels of that.
Exactly. So for example, B complex, it is a water soluble vitamin. So let's take, if I give you excess also, nothing will happen. It will just get eliminated from your body.
What I took away was this is not just like replenishing whatever I lost because of good night of party, right? But it's also taking care of the second degree effects of it.
Correct.
Right? I look like I'm hungover maybe at times, or maybe I just feel a little cranky.
Yes.
So this
Yeah, does it do that? Like, will it? Because when I have alcohol and when I have a hangover, my face looks a bit bloated.
Bro, we have glutathione in this. We'll look prettier after this.
Is it?
Guys, up to you guys. Keep watching
Tell
us by
us.
the end of the video.
Do you guys want to look pretty?
No, glutathione, there is this misconception that it's only for beauty. Yes, its effects are beauty. You will get.
No, don't skip the question. Will we look better after this?
जरूरी है बताओ.
You guys already look better, man. Come on, और थोड़ा better लगे.
So basically, can I say after a night of alcohol, if you look bloated, this drip will not only get me back to my more productive self, but also the face,
the feel,
all of that
everything
will also change.
So what happens is glutathione is actually a protein. Okay, it has a role of acting as a detoxifier. So now, the moment you're taking this, the whole aspect is you're replenishing your nutrients, you're feeling good, you have magnesium which helps your body, gives you a little bit relaxed muscles, and on top of that, glutathione also is there, which is making sure the detoxification or reduction of the oxidative stress is happening. So, and the outcome of that is you will feel better, you will feel more productive, you will glow a little bit. But with one glutathione drip component, you will not have that entire glow experience. A glow drip, which is a separate product for us, you need to take multiple glutathione drips to get that after effect.
Aftab, tell me more about the use cases for the customer, right? Like,
What are
we
the
are
use
taking
cases?
something for hangovers, right?
There
Which
are
you call
multiple
True
use
Recover.
cases.
What are the other products that you have?
So there are multiple products out here. So for different use cases, like for example, customers who have this jet lag, where they travel a lot, right? So they'll have a sleep cycle which is not optimum, right? So we have a drip for them.
What is it called?
We don't have names for it yet.
Okay.
So we have made the
Sure.
formulation. We're gonna do
So jet lag is one.
jet lag.
What else?
Jet lag is one. One is for the glow, especially for women.
Skin glow.
Skin glow.
Okay.
That is called as True Glow.
This is a wildly popular phenomena in the West. Before a significant event in life, women take multiple sessions of this. Apparently, there is
Multiple
now,
sessions.
Multiple sessions of
Okay.
this. Now, I do. Maybe he can tell that better why and whatnot. But glutathione के multiple sessions चलते हैं वहाँ पे. That is apparently like a raging phenomena, and people promise or like swear by the fact that there is visible difference after it. You know the bridal makeup scenario. Like it's a big fucking scenario. It's a 20,000, 30,000 का एक पैकेज होता है उनका, उससे भी ज़्यादा ही होता
It's a
होगा.
big, हाँ.
Yeah. That उसका part बन जा रहा है वो शायद.
Wedding is a one use case, but women in general, based on their requirements, just for maintenance, or people who are in the the influencing side, the celebrities and all that, they take it on a regular basis.
No, what is the regular basis?
What do you
Weekly,
define
monthly?
regular?
Yeah, okay.
please?
What you define, it depends. So initially, what happens is you give weekly drips for a certain period.
Okay.
Once you reach the optimum stage, you take it every month or 2 months. That's how the frequency. It's individual to individual.
Got it. So, what is this glow? I'm trying to get more objective about the output here, right? इसका output मेरे को clear समझ आया. Glow का output jet lag का output मेरे को समझ आया, right? If you have jet lag, there is a certain sensation you feel.
Right.
And whatever you're saying will solve for it. Glow, I don't even know how to.
That's such a
Light bulb तो नहीं बनेगा. तो
light bulb नहीं है कि if you see a wedding event or if you see celebrities, they have a very hectic life. They have a lot of stress. So what is glow is per se is you want to look your best. So what happens is, to give you a simple example, if you are sick and if somebody takes your picture, you realize that you look very weak, you look pale, you look less with energy, you look more darker. Whereas when you're taking a glutathione, what are you doing? You're acting, the chemical component is acting like a detoxifier. So it is removing it is detoxifying your body. So when it is doing that effectively, net what is happening, the skin starts getting lighter. Once this, and it's not like, see, a lot of ingredients might give you lighter skin, but they might make you look pale. Whereas here what is happening is your skin is also getting lighter and you're looking fresh, you're looking better, and that's the entire thing. You can describe it as glow.
This is makeup hacking, bro.
Yeah, this is makeup hacking, right? Makeup का biohack चल रहा है, right? Let's go.
No, but I think it will not be true in terms of describing that. It's simple nutrients given to you which your body requires.
Every now and then, Aftab intervenes and he's like, guys, I'm a doctor, you can't be doing this.
Is this versus natural over a long-term period? How does that affect your body and what you should really go?
What is natural for you?
For me, natural is I'd rather, instead of a drip, it would be through fruits or the kind of diet that I have.
Can I make lifestyle changes that
Yes.
replicate the
Yes.
effect of a drip like
Yes.
this? Got it.
See, that is a very fundamental question. If you're a good boy who sleeps on time, eats well, eats all your fruits, have a balanced meal, have no stress, you feel great. Why do you need to come to doctor also? I'm not claiming that, it's some crazy thing that will happen. What we are telling is very simple. Your body requires these things. They're not getting it in the right way. Your lifestyle is not helping you to get that. Now, if you start taking this, but again, it depends. It's personalized, as I told you. Let's take, if you don't require, we will recommend you that you're not required. Imagine you're at your peak optimum capacity. We see all the parameters are great. We will say not required. Okay, that is the most important. And answering your second question when you told natural. Now, that's a very different, tricky place. What is natural? See, if you take an orange, ultimately it gets broken down in your body, and it is that vitamin C, which is a component of the orange, is where you're getting and affecting your body, right? Now, the chemical it is not a different chemical. It is a vitamin C in a chemical form. Now, its bioavailability and all have a different role when it's taken in a natural form or an artificial form. But net, the positive thing is you require vitamin C. This is the most effective way we can give you. The delivery mechanism of an IV drip or an IM shot is the fastest way to give you nutrients.
So just going back to the products you mentioned,
Yeah.
there is TrueDrip for hangover, there's a product for jet lag, there's a product for glowing skin. What else do we have?
So there are multiple other products as well. So one is immunity.
Immunity from what?
Immunity drip is more like you want to get less sick. So there are certain minerals and nutrients which are required for your body. If you have that in a good state in your body, you won't get sick so
So
often.
who's a typical customer of that kind of a product?
Somebody who just wants to avoid getting sick on a regular basis.
So let's say if I'm somebody who
Every
gets...
Huber boy ever. Every Huber boy ever. Immunity drip नाम रख दिया मैं तो ले रहा है भाई.
Guys will have a discount at the end of the...
Discount coupon Huber boy.
Simple है यार. मतलब
But again, before we say, sorry,
Yeah.
like, share, subscribe.
Of
I'm
course.
sorry, we have to do
If
that.
you like that, you have to do it.
say
Sorry, just want to, because we've been on this for what, 20 minutes? You've been 20-25 minutes, I've been on 10 odd
Bro,
minutes.
कुछ तो hit कर रहा है ना, ऐसा लग रहा है ना, कुछ तो हो रहा है.
Just to give you can tell how you feel. I started with a bit of a tingling sensation. I can see
मेरे को
some
भी
of
खुशी
my
हो रही है
brain
थोड़ी
fog
सी.
reducing. Yeah, I can feel a bit more happier. So that's the initial effects.
ऐसा लग रहा है
That
नशा
I-
बेच रहे हैं भाई.
So that's the initial effects. This will keep going on till we record the episode.
Yeah.
But after, will we have effect? The effects will fully kick in just by the end of this, or
So it will start kicking in, and then what will happen is you will start feeling much better. You might also get to a stage where you want to relax a little bit. You want to take a power nap or something. And then post power nap, so you are bang on.
So back to the customer journey.
Yeah.
Is there also something like a follow-up? Whether am I getting the results that I signed up for or not? How does the post
So for
delivery process
great
work?
question. For the goal-oriented
Yeah.
cases, we have to do that. When you go through the entire process of taking multiple drips, we'll also test it. End of it,
What do you mean by test it?
we'll see the bullet parameters, how much of them
Got it.
elevated, how much deficiency has reduced.
But that's only for certain specific treatments.
Certain specific cases.
Like for this, you would not do. You just take.
You're not required.
You will automatically feel it in the next 2
वही
days.
जो आवाज में उछाल आ रही है ना आपके यही है
I told you I can feel
See,
it.
technically, you don't see for wellness drip, you don't require to take a test before and all of that. It's just that our protocol is very stringent. We want to make sure that we give the best ingredients. आपको फ्रिक्शन लग रहा है मत लो यार. मेरा काम है आपको अच्छी चीज देना है, सही चीज देना है.
One question, which is I think very important. What's the price?
So price, as I told you, it varies based on individual's requirements and goals. So it ranges from 5,000 to 25,000 also.
Okay.
But it depends on the goals.
This is for all spectrum of your treatment.
Yes, all spectrum of the treatment.
Okay.
So some
And this is for
molecule-
one sitting, so actually might
Yeah.
run into lakhs also if you're doing 8 sittings and something like
so
that.
it can go up to lakh also. Depends on the number of sittings you want.
What is the most expensive ingredient formulation? Not formulation, I'm saying what is the most expensive ingredient that you add here?
It's not only one thing, but there is a drip which we have which is called as a NAD plus. That is one of the most expensive drip.
NAD, longevity.
The same one that Nikhil Kamath meant.
Yeah.
So that is an expensive molecule and it has to be given in a certain way. There's a proper process to it. You just cannot give NAD to anybody. And the flow of the nutrients, the speed of it, a lot of science behind it.
So that is the most expensive thing you have. Got it.
Each drip varies.
So this is certainly not.
It's not for the masses.
Yeah, it's not for the masses. Correct.
It's a niche but I think it's a very big growing niche. Like I might be a convert by the end of this.
Yeah. I am already a little bit of convert, bro. मेरे को लग रहा है ये.
Almost like, taking a spa or taking a massage once in a month.
Yeah, this is your self-care day.
This is the self-care
routine
part
for
of
your
myself.
self-care day. I think it's also been gate kept for a while. There was also this very funny. If you type IV therapy or something today, you'll land on a Arjun Kapoor photo where he's sitting and taking a drip, and some paps thought that this guy is not well, something is wrong with him. What is
The first impression you'll get is sick guys
Yeah.
doing a video. What the
Bro,
hell?
the people who saw us were also like, what is going on? Are you taking a blood test?
Are you guys
What is
okay?
going
Say, let's take this example, right? For me, I think the most mass use case might be hangover or might be glowing skin actually, more than hangover for sure. But let's say glowing skin. Of course, it's going to be multiple sessions, etc. But let's say somebody who you recommend 4 sessions. How much should a consumer expect?
So it's a very subjective thing. But so let's take if there is a deficiency case. Okay,
Yeah.
that the person has actual horrible deficiency. Now you require multiple drips for that to recover. Similarly, glutathione also for somebody who is already in a little bit on an optimum state, there is some level of skin because you can see that. The nutritionist also will know. So you might require, let's say, 3 drips, whereas somebody requires almost 6 to 7 drips. So the price varies. So generally, you can say for the use cases of glutathione, especially glow per se, can vary from 20-25,000 for the entire package. 30,000 for the entire package can go up to 40-45 also.
Got it.
So it varies.
And this includes end-to-end everything.
End to end depends on that. So if we are first few cases when we realize that they have this certain goal, we give them a package, and so the price can also go down significantly.
Right.
So we have our offers and all of that, which play a role there. But in the range of 20,000 to 45 to 50-ish can go for the glutathione.
Nice. Expensive, but if it...
I can see the dark circles under your eyes receding
I
away.
didn't have dark circles in the first place. Fuck you guys.
So it's very simple.
Glowing
There.
Pratik.
I think I'm glowing for real, guys. Does it look like I do feel like I'm glowing.
Yeah, so very simple. Yeah. 20,000 से 10,000 से लेके 40,000 तक glow का रहेगा. It depends. Majority fall into 25,000 bucket also. Few might.
And a hangover kind of a...
Hangover goes from 7,000, 8,000, sometime low. Lot of offers also we give which and we'll help you. We'll see a variation in price there, but you will see 7,000, sometimes 5,000.
So Hangover is probably one of those products which is certainly SOS. मतलब इसमें तो ऐसा नहीं है ना कि you will recommend multiple seating rounds. This is one seating, maybe custom formulation.
It's one sitting. It's an SOS thing. Again, but what happens a lot of time you realize that people have these planned events like weddings or a New Year parties and all that. So they know that कि ठीक है यार, I'm gonna get sloshed. Hangover रहेगा, तो लेना रहेगा, right?
So with that, I want to get into that question now.
Okay.
What kind of customers do you currently get, or who are the kind of people who are taking this from you?
The major target audience is from 25 to 45. See, anybody above 18 can take it. Especially what we have seen is people who have studied in US or UK, who have traveled abroad.
Maybe because they've seen this product.
Seen this, and so what happens is lot of time you will realize they'll just tell themselves, "Hey, just come and give me this drip." That also happens. So I don't need to even.
Oh,
Yeah.
But you said you do. I'm sure you'd still consult them before.
Yeah, you consult them so that is part of the process.
Right.
But lot of time you will realize that the guy doesn't even want you to go through that process. It is, I know यार drip में लिया था. I know it will have electrolytes. I'm feeling dehydrated. I require it. We anyway still follow the medical protocol because it's our SOP. But I don't need to tell them कि hey ये लेने से बेहतर होगा.
Out of the experiences that we have shared a while ago, right? You mentioned that. So I'm looking at something called glutathione that is expensive, man. It's not cheap, right? This is 6 times going out to a Bastion or wherever, right? So it's that much money for one trip. So either the person has to be highly invested in looking good, which is maybe कोई बड़ा event है, उसका wedding आ रहा है, या फिर वो कोई model है और actress है, or somebody who has enough money and wants to look really good all the time, right? Something of that sort. So I'm trying to get at a few personas, like longevity, NAD+, if Kamath was talking about it, right? He's one of the few people out there who's doing it, who's trying to do it, right? And I've heard about NAD otherwise also.
I have already heard, and I've known that in wedding circles that people have put out drips for guests. Right now, that's not a very Kamath type use case, right? Or that's not a very awareness-led individual going and asking for a kind of drip. So I think
So a lot of them are functional drips.
right.
So it's everybody can take it, right? Like for example, Hangover, as you're telling, wedding parties or wedding events that is happening, post-wedding Sangeet and all those events. So people are taking the simple functional user. It's a hangover drip, and they are quite comfortable. Ki haan, that will help me perform better for my wedding or just have a good time. There's no education aspect happening there. Okay. They know about hangover. This is the most effective way to get it.
I think you'll read about it a lot before actually taking it.
So
Like,
you're
that's how I think.
You're an
I'm not
informed
going to take an NAD like I'm taking this.
Yeah.
I'll at least go.
I'm already in a zone when I've seen enough people talk about NAD, take NAD, talk about the benefits of it. There is some scientific evidence to it. I'm not very far away from actually trying out NAD.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like how Joe Rogan says, right? Ki yaar, whenever I'm feeling I'm gonna get sick, I take an vitamin C drip. Or he tried NAD, Huberman.
I think a lot of
Peter
creators are
Attia.
taking it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they're informed.
It's
They're
a creator trend is that
But there's no magic thing per se. These are the ingredients which are
We
there in
are
your
the
body.
magic.
We are the magic.
Right, एक second, I want to take like a small pause for the entire episode and tell people कि भाई इसमें जो भी है ब्रो ये सही था भाई. एनर्जी का जो बम्प आया ना भी लाइफ में खुशी हो रही है बस उसमें फिर समझ नहीं आ रहा.
मैं मजाक में नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. मुझे थोड़ा लग रहा है तो चमक रहा है. And I'm not telling even you here. I mean I can see your face कि थोड़ा you're feeling fresh.
My eyes also feel like I
Yeah,
can
it's
see
opening
things
up.
more bright.
And I'm not telling because मैं कुछ कर रहा हूँ.
So generally I have specs. I never wear them with a small power, which is not really needed, which is why I don't wear specs on a regular basis. But I can clearly see more sharper images.
Because जब इधर से उससे बात कर रहा ना मतलब आधे घंटे पहले ऐसा लगा कि ये थोड़ा खींच रहा है, थोड़ा डल है. Now I can see इसके आंखें से खुले पड़े हुए हैं.
You're right.
Want to ask you about competition and players in this space.
Yes.
Globally, India, what kind of players? Who are the most popular
Who's
ones?
the market leader globally? वहाँ से चालू करो.
There are a lot of small especially if you take the US and the UK market, you have state specific leaders, but one which you know across the globe ki they are doing a decent job is a brand called Revive, which is there in India also. They just launched a while ago. So that is one brand which is there. There's something called as a drip bar in US, Hydramed, uh, Dripology. So these are some US based brands which are already there. None of them are in India, by the way. So it's it's very early. So there's a time to build the brand actually.
And in India, it's early for good reason because this, for the Indian audience, is not the most normal setup. This is not what we have been
Yeah.
seeing.
So
for
do
the
you
longest
think
time.
an urban company also will get into this business? Do you feel so?
I think they can, but because there is this medical component part of it.
Or maybe the labs guys, like a pharmacy or an Orange Labs?
See, anybody can get into any business. The only reason why I think a lab guy might not go into it because for him his entire model is designed on doing, let's take 10 samples a day
Like
with
they
one
have
guy.
bought this extremely
He has a
expensive
volume.
machinery.
He's playing that volume game, right? So will he? And then you require a nurse, whereas he has phlebotomist.
Very different
skill set,
profiles.
right? So
I want to understand more about the business model that players outside India are running. I know of Moxie, which does med spas, and from my nascent understanding, there is a lot of decentralized industry, right? IV drips. It's not a very central that there might be a brand and there are franchisees where anybody can come, sign up if you have that certification, like a pharmacist, etc. And you can rope in, we'll generate marketing and then you can deliver the services. Is that the model that is running?
that's what is happening globally also.
Right.
The franchisee model is what is happening.
Got it. So in India, like VLCC comes to my mind, who could be doing this as they're aging out
So
of.
VLCC already does glutathione. That is, I do not. Please do your own research. But I think I saw some salon place basically. Like when I think of them, it's a salon. Salon giving injections was. I was like, okay, bhai, ye to thoda.
In Hyderabad, I've seen that for a long.
Yeah.
A lot of salons
But generally,
have given
I don't
treatments.
think it is a salon. I think it is like the med spa kind of places, like a kayak clinic, where there will be a dermatologist.
So outside it's decentralized. We're still figuring out in India
Yeah.
on what the model might best work out.
Outside, the franchisee model is what is currently happening.
Any more
Before anything else,
like, share, subscribe, guys. Comment everything.
Like, share, subscribe.
By the way, guys, if you want one of these drips, you can reach out to Aftab and we will give you a
or you can comment on our video.
and we'll give you a 10% off. After
Maybe
we-
more.
Yes.
After?
Yes, 10% or more is the promise here.
Only if you comment and come by us.
Yes, so you have to go to the YouTube video, go to the comment section and comment
Drip.
drip.
You can do an Insta also, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do an install also, fair.
Just go and do it.
Yeah. आफ्ताब ये बंद हो गया एक बार और कर सकते हैं
Okay,
Right.
I think we're towards the wrap, but before that, Pratik, we're both done with our drips.
Yeah.
It's been a great session. Aftab, thanks a lot for coming, sharing your time,
Absolutely,
and
sir.
treating us with these drips. The verdict is yet to be fully formed, and we might do a small snap of the final verdict over a couple of days on how we felt about it,
Yeah.
and maybe just put that out as a reel or a
100%.
short.
But I can give you my first feelers here, right? This might be. Is it addictive? Should I say things like these? No, I shouldn't. I don't think so. But I will have it again already. I don't even know how it works. But I will. Fuck it. I will have it again.
I think I wouldn't mind having this again, at least by the current, like just the last 1 hour.
Yeah.
Like I said, when we started, I was at a 30% kind of a hangover range. I'm down to barely 5-10% now.
Bro, I'm at
And I'm
zero.
also feeling a little more amplified than what I usually am. Right? I can feel I'm more energetic. I can feel
There's some
I'm
energy
more
kicked
active.
in.
Yeah, and I haven't even had lunch. It's 4 p.m. So, and I'm already feeling energetic instead of feeling a little laggard.
Right.
So there is something that has kicked in, but maybe a couple of days later, full
पूरा समझ
review.
नहीं आएगा guys, समझ आएगा तो बताएंगे पूरा.
और बाकी समझना है तो we have our resident
Doctor
expert.
साहब.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot for
Thank you
this.
so much.
Thank you so much.